Hi, I'm Kate Wright. I'm author of the book The $1 Million Parent and founder of FatNoggin.com. Chapter 8 of my book is titled Nailing Your Dream Job. I actually was a recruiter for a staffing firm here in Austin, Texas for 2 years. And it was unbelievable what I saw when people came in to interview and why they did or did not get the job of their dreams. So I'm going to highlight the most important skills it takes to nail your dream job even in a bad economy. So let's get going. First of all, I wanted to say I think the number one reason people don't get the job that they want is because what they do is they make a resume, they throw it into cyberspace on Monster.com or CareerBuilder.com, and then they just sit back waiting for the phone to ring. They're not proactive at following up to get their job. So step one is actually your resume in itself. It's really important to use a professional template. Make sure your resume looks very, very professional. I'd say probably 80% of the resumes that I've seen in my lifetime look like a first grader put them together. So always make sure that either you've put it together professionally or somebody else puts it together professionally. Number two, it's important to know what kind of job you want. Don't just go after interview for any job or any company that's hiring. Make a list of your top 25 companies that you want to work for. Because if you're working for a company just for the money, you're going to end up miserable. You're going to be out of there in 6 months. You're going to be interviewing for a new job right away anyway. So make sure that when you're interviewing that it's a company that you've researched and that you do want to work for. The most important thing after you've sent out your resume is follow-up. Follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. Just sending out your resume in itself, you have maybe a 1 or 2% chance of getting that job. It is critical to have the person's name who's in charge of hiring and call them, contact them, go by in person, meet them face-to-face is always the best, and follow up. The best way to do that, and I'll just role play it with you, if you're calling on the phone, just say, "Hi Mary, this is Kate Wright. I sent you my resume on Monday for the position of XYZ. I feel I'm a perfect candidate for that job, so I wanted to see if it would be best for me to come in Tuesday or Thursday for a job interview." And just be very assumptive, very proactive, and if they say, "Oh, we haven't read your resume yet, we don't know who you are," just be very polite and say, "Okay, well I'll give you to the end of the week to review my credentials, and I'll give you a call this time next week," and follow up again. And if they say the same thing next week, follow up. The person that's the best at following up, I guarantee, will get the job. Once you get an interview, this could be make it or break it. So it's very important what to know once you do get the interview. One statistic a lot of people don't know is that you have 7 seconds to make a good first impression. 7 seconds. So step one is to dress to impress. Even if you're going or interviewing for a company where the people already employed there are very casual, because I know like in the tech field it's very casual. For the interview process, it's important to look your very best. Women never, ever, ever have cleavage showing in your job interview. This is unless you're interviewing for a Hooters or a strip club, then cover yourself up. Okay, I have seen countless women walk into the offices or even where I hire now who look like they're going out to happy hour with their girlfriends. So always make sure you dress professionally. Cover your legs, cover your toes. Wear very simple fingernail polish, no hot pink, hot red, whatever is, just look very natural, very professional, and cover up your cleavage, okay? And with men, always wear a dress shirt. A tie can never hurt, even if you're working for or interviewing for a casual company. Remember, in your job interview, you want to dress to impress, okay? Next most important thing to that is your handshake. Seriously, I can literally determine someone's abilities and their confidence based on their handshake. If a man or a woman shakes my hand, like this, or that, we call it the dead fish, I've never hired somebody like that, because if somebody has to be a decision maker or be in a management position and they shake someone's hand like this, that is just not a good sign. So if you're not sure what kind of handshake you have, go practice on your friends. Ask your friends, family, spouse to practice and give a good, solid, firm handshake, whether you're shaking the hand of a man or a woman. It always needs to be a good, solid, firm, professional handshake, okay? During the interview, if they ask any questions about your previous employment, always keep it positive. You're not going to get hired if you say, oh yeah, my last boss was an idiot, my coworkers sucked, I hate going to work every day. Not going to work. Just always keep it positive, even if the question slants towards a negative. And the last thing is, after the interview, always send a handwritten thank you card to the person or people who just interviewed you. It really makes you stand out of the crowd. Very few people do that anymore. Don't send a typed letter. Just get some little cheap cards from Walmart or Target or Office Depot. Say, dear so-and-so, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciated getting to know you and your company more. I feel I'm an excellent candidate for this job. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Sincerely, John Doe. Really makes you stand out from the crowd and look professional. And then after that, another key is to follow up, follow up, follow up. If there's any one tip I can share with you today, it's to follow up. After you send the resume, after your interview, unless they flat out tell you no, it's still a possibility to get a job. Okay? Best of luck to you. If there's any good news you can learn out of this, share it with me. I always love good news, and you guys have a great day.